Welcome to this explainer. Okay, imagine this. You wake up, grab your phone, and your Instagram is just gone. Like completely vanished. No warning, no email. You think, okay, it's a glitch, so you refresh, nothing. Then boom, Gmail logs you out. You scramble to reset it, but it says the recovery email doesn't even exist. That is when your chest tightens up. You feel that literal physical panic. Something is really, really wrong.
Okay, let's dive into this timeline because it happens fast. 8:17 a.m., your social media evaporates. Just poof. By noon, you're standing at a coffee shop, you swipe your debit card, and it declines. You kind of laugh it off, right? Awkwardly try again. Declined again. So you pull up your banking app, and it simply says, account not found. Now your hands are visibly shaking. By 4 p.m., you're frantically searching your own name online. And there are no accounts, no photos, zero records. It's an involuntary digital vanishing. Piece by piece, someone is completely erasing you. And the worst part? Customer support can't even help because your phone number isn't connected to your name anymore.
So you're just sitting there in the dark. Total paranoia takes over. You literally stop trusting your own phone. Your school records, your work profile, gone. Even old group photos you were in are suddenly missing your face. Every camera lens feels like it's staring right at you. And then you notice one final chilling thing. Down at the very bottom of your laptop screen, a tiny blinking cursor appears out of nowhere, and slowly, deliberately, it types a single message. Deletion complete. I mean, this is the absolute nightmare of being erased. But what happens when you are the one pulling the plug? What happens when this erasure is deliberate?
Level 1. The initial scrub.
It starts on a random Tuesday. You adopt a completely anonymous name, and you just start tearing down everything you've ever built. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that hitting that confirm button, it feels like signing your own death warrant. You think about the photos, like that one of your daughter in her graduation cap that you've held onto for years, but the intake officer in your brain just says no to keeping those memories. Despite the mechanical buzz of habit, where your thumb still literally twitches toward where the app used to be on your screen, you push through. You hit confirm.
And for the first time in maybe years, you feel this really strange sense of humiliation, just realizing how much of your actual self-worth was tied to a digital profile. Now you're sitting alone in your room, 23 hours a day alone. Nobody is watching you through the screen anymore. It's this quiet, intense isolation. But listen, here is the terrifying part. This isolation, it's merely the arrival. The real, arduous work of disappearing hasn't even started yet.
Level 2, the financial ghost. Because let's be real, deleting apps is for amateurs. To truly disappear, you have to sever your financial paper trail, the map of every coffee you buy, every tank of gas, every taco stand you've ever visited. And this brings us to the actual mechanics of erasure. You have to start smurfing. That means withdrawing really small, calculated amounts of cash so you don't trigger one of those red circle emojis over at the bank. And then, you hide that cash where absolutely no utility inspector or nosy landlord will ever stumble upon it. And no, we're not talking about those cliché hollowed-out Bibles.
Your entire reality basically inverts. You stop using credit cards entirely. And this brilliantly illustrates the mindset shift. You realize that what is incredibly valuable today is a massive, liable tracker tomorrow. Every single cash transaction becomes a risk. Buying a simple turkey sandwich with a $20 bill literally makes your heart hammer against your ribs. You feel like a transporter moving 15 kilos of crystal meth. You're constantly waiting for a checkpoint that never actually comes, effectively turning yourself into unmarked furniture in the modern economy.
Level 3. Identity erosion.
This is where the shackles of your old life start to severely cut into your ankles, right? A creeping edge of paranoia really settles in, because the person you used to be is a massive danger to the ghost you are desperately trying to become. So you get a burner phone that constantly rings with wrong numbers. You practice a brand new accent until you literally dream in it. You adopt a flat, emotionless voice. You'll walk right past old friends on the street, treating them merely as watchers on the corner of their own lives. You are now deeply, deeply undercover in your own city. And inevitably, you're going to witness the fallout. You get to watch the targeted assassination of your own character through local gossip, people whispering about why you left, making up wild stories. But you can't defend yourself. As we've seen in the source material, you simply have to change the channel in your head and clean your gun. It's a cold, silent metaphor for totally hardening your mind against the life you left behind.
Level 4, the golden cage of anonymity.
You are now basically the regional operator of your own profound isolation.
Living in some cash-paid motel on the far side of town, you have built yourself a cage. So, the crucial point is, you're surrounded by these metaphorical 20-foot walls of your own paranoia. Think about it. You have everything you want, but absolutely nothing you need. You are completely untraceable, yeah, but those walls, they are closing in fast. You start checking the door lock 3 times every single night just to be absolutely sure the world hasn't found you.
These are the agonizing steps of being a loose end. It means you can never, ever go back. You have to avoid visiting your mother's grave. You have to miss your daughter's quinceañera. You absolutely must stay tied away from your past. Now, every single time a black SUV with tinted windows rolls down the street outside your room, your heart rate spikes. You are living in a relentless state of hypervigilance, entirely cut off from any real human connection.
You've successfully traded your freedom for power, the ultimate power of being completely invisible to the modern world, but you quickly realize that this power is really just a cell that is 6 by 9 feet. You are now just a dead man waiting for a text, a call, a notification on a device that you deliberately destroyed months ago.
Level 5. The supermax of the real world.
You have finally crossed the point of no return. You have been dead to the internet for 20 years. You are a dead man walking in a hollowed-out reality of your own design. Let's move to and see how this builds. Look at these devastating sacrifices. You spilled the rooster's blood of a vibrant social life, and what remains? A deafening temple of silence. Your appeals to your old life completely failed, leaving you staring at a 54-year-old stranger in the mirror. There is no resignation here. There is absolutely no escape clause from being a ghost.
This is the crushing, inescapable realization. You stepped off the grid, right? Thinking you were taking back control. But the world didn't stop to look for you. As the text states, the machine of process has moved forward without you. You are entirely disconnected. The procedural descent is officially over. And you are left with absolutely nothing but the void you so carefully engineered. You have won. You were untouchable until today, and you remain untouchable now. You beat the algorithms, the watchers, the trackers. But as you sit in that 6 by 9 sail of your own making, completely erased from the human map, you have to ask yourself one final thing. You are untouchable, but are you alive?